Happy Sunday, everybody. What is up, guys? I'm Cold40 here. You know what? I figured we would kick back, relax, and look at some interesting stuff from the OCG. We're going to have Mermails and Blackwings today for you guys. I will say, these are some really interesting lists. First off, this is a Mermail list not sporting off Light a Second. Now, ever since Light a Second has kind of come out, a lot of people have started to kind of go towards it as like the way to play the deck. This build focuses more on the aspect of Called by the Grave, along with more of your power cards like Soul Recharge or Soul Charge and Pot of Avarice, and even 1-for-1 just being massive powerhouses that this deck kind of has going for it. So you have to remember, when you're playing Mermails, your whole deck is just combo, combo, combo. You don't really care what else is going on. That's all your deck does. Now remember, this is basically a link spam deck, so they do have Abyssalecia, Abyssalecia. So monsters the card points to get 500 attack and defense. You can only use the following effect of her once per turn. So during your opponent's turn quick effect, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, add one Mermail from your deck to your hand, so she does have crit ability on the opponent's turn. And if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect, you can send one water monster from your field to the graveyard and then target one water monster in your graveyard, special summon it. She essentially allows you to mill off one, special summon one from graveyards. Basically, when she dies, she gives you a nice little chum block, which I think is something that we can kind of appreciate for what this deck attempts to do. The deck still does abuse a lot of the needle fiber concepts. You guys have kind of seen literally everything in the OCG does one thing, and really one thing only. You want to get the Summon Sorceress ASAP and continue to special summon along with your day. Special summoning this off of needle fiber and then going into Junk Synchron to get more revivability. There's just so much you can do in the grand scheme of decks right now in the OCG that it's kind of bonkers. So anyway, this is the current version of OCG Waters. 2 copies of Ash Blossom, no real explanation needed here. Shutting off your opponent is absolutely... Also stopping the predominant force of Max C is pretty damn important. Triple Atlantean Dragoons, because searching is absolutely key. I'm so shocked that they even moved this card off of their list. 2 copies of Heavy Infantry, destroying cards is good. Marksman, back row sniping. This card's kind of lost its value actually over time. 1 copy of Crystron Rosinix. General token making is really good. That's honestly the main reason why they play this guy. It's the token. 1 Deep Sea Diva. 2 copies of Effect Veiler. I think a lot of these decks, like Effect Veiler, is kind of starting to gain a lot more momentum in the OCG. Between like decks that like, oh well, having something on the field, like you build your board and permanents can't do anything, like you have to set it. So Veiler does have some usability. Triple Undying, because core commitment normal summons are good. 1 Ghost Ogre for destruction. 1 Jet Sangron. 1 Ibli, and triple Max C. If you're not maxing out on this card, I think you're doing it wrong. Only 1 copy of O-Line, 1 Abyss Gunde, 1 Megalo, 1 Abyssineria, triple Stew, 1 Mulu, and triple Neptibus with 1 Red Resonator and 2 Gen X Controller. Interesting fun fact here that they're playing this. So quick effect, you discard this card, then target 1 monster you control, destroy 1 other water monster in your hand or field, and if you do, the targeted monster gains attack defense equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. So basically the thing that we care most about this card is this this Abyss Megalo. When it's doing its double attack, it's going to be hella big. OTK scenarios are honestly one of the things you're going to be wanting to push for in this deck. We've got spells here. 1 Abyss Scale, which you'll search off of Megalo. Triple Call by the Grave. Hand traps really suck when you're playing a deck like this, so making sure that your combo can go off is key. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Un for Un, 1 Pot of Avarice, and 1 Soul Charge. The extract's pretty standard actually here. 1 Triple Burst Dragon, 1 Trigate Wizard, 1 Topological Gumbla Dragon, 1 Summon Sorceress, 1 Abyss Chick. God, I wish we had this card. 1 Link Kariba, 1 Link Spider, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Gobbly, 2 Cerberus, 1 Firewall, and 1 Crystron Needle Fiber. It would be good when we get this card out of the game. Side deck, 2 Ghost Spells, stopping Goki is pretty good. 2 Gamma, 1 Driver. Interesting ratios, honestly. I don't know why you're not maxing out, but okay, guy. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Feather Duster, 1 My Body's a Shield, 2 Twin Twisty, 2 Impermanence, and triple Red Reboot. Wrapping this list up. Now, we do have Blackwings for you guys as well today. Now, there's been a lot... Well, Blackwings have kind of fallen off to the wayside ever since the meta kind of diversified a little bit. This deck was kind of doing stuff for a short little bit, and it was really cool getting the chance to see it, but you know, they've gotten more support, which means you can kind of do some other relatively crazy shit with this deck. No, the Blackwings still revolve around the same purpose of Black Whirlwind, you know, produce your synchros and go, and they still don't have a link monster. You know, this deck's kind of just turned into Needle Fiber Turbo. And it's kind of a bad thing because the deck's kind of lost a lot of its original genes that it had going for it, but Needle Fiber definitely boost this deck up a lot. And honestly, like, what the deck still kind of does, you know, it's not particularly that great. So, onwards and upwards to the list, as they would say. Cheers. 2 Ash Blossom, as I said earlier. If you're not maxing out on this card, you're doing it wrong. Triple Ustar, the South Wind. Winged Beast Tuner. Cannot be special summoned. That's the first line you need to know. When this card is normal summon, you target one of your banished level 4 lower Blackwing monsters. Special summon it in defense mode. And then you can banish this card from the graveyard to apply one of the following effects. So you can place a black counter or black feather counter on a Blackwing Dragon, or you get to place a wedge counter on one of your opponent's monsters. That's all we care about. Kind of sucks you can't special summon this, but being able to Needle Fiber out a level 4 tuner, you know, would be kind of crazy. 3 copies of Bora, more special summon factors, making sure that you can continue on along with your combos and things like that. It's kind of one of the cool things that Blackwings had going for them for the years is everything that you essentially have in your deck just special summons and continues up the line. We have 2 copies of Gale. This card's kind of lost its value over the years, but still being able to have something for an OTK is really powerful. 2 copies of Harmattan the Dust. Control Blackwing other than Harmattan, you could special summon it. You only special summon one of him per turn this way, and then this card is normal special summon target 1 Blackwing monster you control. Increase this card's level by that monster. So you do get a rather large monster, just in case you're going to tune with this. 2 copies of Chris the Crack of Dawn. Special summons, they're pretty good. 2 copies of Orochi the Squall. Another fucking tuner for you to have access to in your deck. Like, this is pretty good. We have 2 copies of Pinaki the Waxing Moon. I love how this guy can't be used as synchro material except for a Blackwing synchro. Like, I cry myself to sleep. You've also got recruitability here. We've got 2 Simoon, or triple Simoon of the Poison Winds. Control no Blackwings, you get to banish one of your other Blackwings from your hand. You can special summon monsters from extra deck for the rest of this turn except for dark monsters. You get to place 1 Black Whirlwind from your deck in your spawn trap card zones, and then you get the ability to normal summon. So, the thing we care about here is Black Whirlwind searching. 1 Steam the Cloak. We already know why this card's been limited. Searching, or getting your token is so good in Link Spam. 2 copies of Effect Failure. 1 global, because Singularity starters are pretty good. Literally, you normal summon this card, go into Link Karibo, mill off, you have your tuner back, you make Needle Fiber and go. So dumb. And then triple copies of Mag C. Spells here, triple Lure Darkness, triple Black Whirlwind, triple Call by the Grave, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Impermanence, and 1 Threatening Roar. Nothing else really too spicy to say here. Now, the extra deck, 1 Link Rebo, 1 Unicorn, 2 Needle Fiber, 1 Boral Sword. This is all staple. He's playing 2 copies of Hope Magician, getting the ability to special summon more from your hand. Well, it doesn't work the way that you think it does. So, no go there. Like, I get this is cute, but why though? 1 copy of Wonder Magician, 1 copy of Shooting Riser Dragon, 1 copy of Obsidian Hawk Joe, 2 full armored Master. This is the big fucking towers they got, unaffected by other card effects, and this thing's fucking 3K. Yeah, have fun with that. 1 Armor Master, 1 Black Rose, and 1 Raikiri the Rain Shadow. The side deck here, 2 Droll and Lockbird, 2 Sphere Mode, 1 Shared Ride, 2 Twin Twister, 1 Magical Midfield Breaker, 1 Threatening Roar, 2 evenly matched, 1 Delta Crow Anti-Reverse, 1 Warning, and 2 Strike Arenos, wrapping this up. Honestly, it's Blackwings and Mermails. That's why I wanted to showcase these. I think it's still incredibly cool getting the chance to see what Rogue is like in the OCG. You know, we'll be getting some of this stuff in the near future. I think it's really cool to stay ahead of the game. Kind of, you know, wetting your taste, wetting your lips a little bit, you know, right before dinner. You're like, so, you know, get your feet wet, have a little bit of fun. So, guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these lists. And that's all I got for this Sunday. Peace out, guys.